Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Winchester P94 mod, which is being made by user 3nick. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is the classic Fallout 1 and 2 plasma rifle, the P94, and I love this thing. I'm always a sucker for whenever a modder brings back some of the classic weapons from the franchise, and I always do enjoy adding in some additional energy weapons, as they do tend to be my favorite. So let's take a look at what we do get with this gun, and you actually get two different ones, though just slight variations on the base model. You have the P94 and then a P94 Mark II. Now, the standard P94 here is a beautifully made piece of work. I really do love all the detail that went into making this thing. It just has so many wonderful little bits and bobs. There's cabling and piping everywhere. It is just a very wonderfully made weapon. Now, sadly, it doesn't have a whole lot in the modification department, but yeah, I can live with that for having this classic weapon in the game, and hopefully more modifications will come eventually. Now, as for damage, it'll do a combined 100 between the two different damage types here, and using energy cells with a firing rate of 18, range of 215, accuracy of 71, and a weight of 25. All in all, a pretty decent little weapon. Not exactly the most powerful, but, you know, not too shabby either. Now, the Mark II version is a little bit more powerful with a combined 132 damage, and has a slightly more military look with the sort of camo pattern on there. For some reason, it has a splash guard and a bipod. Which, okay, there you go, that's a thing. And this one, of course, using the same energy cells with a firing rate of 74, range of 407, accuracy of 69, and a weight of 23.6. Now, on the modifications with this one, you're getting all the same modifications as with the standard P94, with the exception of the barrel. It has one additional barrel, that being the turbo plasma barrel, which is what makes it the Mark II. And even though I did say there are a limited number of modifications, there are also some unique modifications that you can only get if you go to a shop, or, well, not a shop, but the shop with the Brotherhood. So if you've destroyed the Pridwin like I have, you're kind of out of luck. But if you are still having the Brotherhood in your game, you can buy some basic unique barrels for this, such as a experimental mining attachment, which basically turns it into a melee weapon. But I'm more concerned with plasma weaponry, so I didn't go and take a look at that. I'm in this for plasma. So let's go take a look at the modifications we do get with this standard, and we'll just grab up the P94 in here and take, oh, did not mean to exit, there we go. And in barrels, we either have the standard, or as I said, the turbo plasma for the Mark II. We also have a modified plasma torch, which turns it into basically a plasma flamethrower, and then the modified railgun, which will just give it an additional boost to its range. And as you can see here, some good boost to the power as well. It's pretty nice. Though that plasma torch ain't nothing to laugh at. I mean, even though you drop dramatically in damage, look at that firing rate, 618. You can really tear some people up with some plasma flame-throwing action. It's pretty great. Now, next in these sights, we either have the standard or a broken glasses sight, which is very interesting. It's literally just a pair of black-rimmed glasses duct taped to it with some nuclear materials smeared on it for a crosshair. It amuses me greatly, and I think is an appropriate sight for the Fallout universe. And then finally, we have the power plant cover, which I gotta admit, I have no idea what this does, because you either have nothing, or, well, technically a muzzle of none, or a power plant cover, which has no requirements, and seems to do nothing. So hopefully something will happen with this in the future, but for now, there doesn't seem to be a thing for this. So like I said, not a whole lot of modifications for this, but hey, I'm in this for the classic weaponry being brought back and to have a fun new energy-based heavy weapon. So let's take a look at these in action. Now this is the standard P94, and let's just fire. Now, there you go. As you can see, it's a pretty slow firing rate on the standard one and just lobbing those balls of plasma out there. But overall, it works just fine and good. And if you get that, the railgun modification, those become some pretty powerful shots, though slow. Now, as for the Mark II version, this one's a little bit faster and wonderful. And of course, again, with that weird splatter guard. But let's fire. There we go. That is a lot more action out of that thing, and it's glorious. Just look at all that plasma go down range. Who wouldn't love having that? So there we go. That is the two versions of the weapon. Now, I did, of course, mess around with one here, which doing the plasma jet, so that we have the plasma flamethrower, and with the glasses. I don't know why, but I just really love these. I kind of wish that the crosshair was a bit more smudged, considering, like I said, how this thing is basically made. Just glasses duct taped to the thing with some nuclear material smudged on there. But oh well, I can live with it. But let's fire the plasma jet. And there we go. It'll chew through your energy cells, but it will do some damage. So let us go and, of course, test these on our usual test subjects over there. And while I'm walking over, I probably should mention, as I forgot to do so far, how you get these. You will find them in the world on Super Mutants and Brotherhood of Steel soldiers scattered around the wasteland. And I did mention, of course, that in the Brotherhood of Steel shop on the Pridwin, you can find the attachments, but also you can find these in there as well for purchase. And oh, Will, you didn't even stand a chance. Beautiful. Alright, well, let's use the Mark II to take out Randy the Radstag up there. And we'll do it in VATS as well. Hi, Randy, how are you? And goodbye. Oh, I only get one. But one is enough. One is more than enough. Oh, Randy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really not. But yeah, that is all really for the Winchester P94. It is a beautifully made weapon, and like I said, I just always love seeing the classic weapons getting a new breath of life here in Fallout 4. It's fun. So if you'd like to check out this mod for yourself, which I would definitely recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is going to be it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one.